Hi there. Welcome to the 9th episode on how to create this segmented bowl. The diamond ring. The only thing left to do is show you how to part it off, finish the bottom, sign and date it, and it's pretty much done. So let's get at it. Well, ready to part it off now. I know some turners who will part this off with one hand, catch the vessel with their other hand. I'm not really willing to do that. If I should happen to drop this, have it bounce around the shop, put some dents into it, good chance some bad words might be said. I think I will use a saw. I'll part it off most of the way and then use a saw to cut it off. I like to insert a dowel between the tailstock and the bottom of the vessel just to make sure it's not going to fall off while I'm parting it off or sawing it off. To reverse chuck the vessel, I'm going to use what's known as a donut chuck. A donut chuck is just 2 pieces of brown plywood, sized large enough to just barely clear the bed on your lathe, so the larger it is, the larger the vessel you can put on it. What you do is put a faceplate on one side of one of them. The other one, you cut a hole large enough so that you can put your vessel on here. Put this on there, and then by putting Ready Rod through the holes that match up, you can tighten it down. It takes a few minutes to true it up, but it's worth the effort. I've got some plastic tubing I've put in here to protect the finish, and I've put blue masking tape on here to protect the top so it doesn't get scratched up. You can also make additional pieces for smaller or larger vessels as you need them. Now I'm just going to put this together and get it on the lathe. The vessel is mounted in the donut chuck now, and I brought the tailstock up for support. I'll leave it there until I have to move it out of the way. If you look closely, you'll see it's not balanced perfectly, but it's close enough that I don't think anyone could tell the difference once it's turned. My next step will be to remove the glue block, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm checking to be sure the bottom is flat. I'm adding 2 lines with the skew chisel. Between the lines is where I will sign and date the vessel. I will sand through the grits from 100 to 400. If someone wants to examine the vessel, I want the bottom to look just as good as the rest of it. My buddy Robin made me a bunch of small plastic coins with my logo on them. Here I'm drilling a recess to glue one of them into. I'm using a dowel with light pressure from the tailstock to hold that coin in while the glue dries. I sign and date the vessel and add the species of wood I'm using with a wood burning tool.
While I could definitely use more practice with the wood burning tool, I think this gives all the information needed quite nicely. The only thing left to do now is to add 3 coats of wipe-on poly. And this is how it looks after 1 coat of poly.
And that brings us to the end of the 9th and final episode. I've attempted to show every single step necessary to create this bowl if you want to, or something like it. The most important part might have been creating the feature ring with the diamonds. I hope I haven't missed anything. I hope you'll try something like this. And thank you for watching. Click the like button if you enjoy what I'm doing. Leave some comments. Tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. If I'm not doing something you like, definitely tell me about that. I can't improve if you don't help me do that. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Get some wood turning done.